This is video 2 for our set of videos dealing with the review for our midterm exam. Our last video left off at problem number 9. So we'll begin this video looking at the solution for problem number 10. I'm going to go ahead and share my visualizer as we go through these problems. So let's pick it up at problem number 10. Still working on unit 2 problems. Number 10. We've got an increase in price from $600 to $800, and we're asked to find the percent increase. First challenge for us is to actually find the amount of dollar increase. So we're simply going to subtract. The original price was $600. It's been bumped up to $800, so a difference of $200. To find percentage increase or decrease, what we do is we take the actual amount of change, in this case the $200, and divide by the original base, the original number before the change occurred. In the context of this problem, that's the $600 price tag. So we're looking at 200 divided by 600, calculator time, and you're going to go 0.333 forever. So we're looking at 33.3%. For those of you who are really high tech with fractions, that's 33 1/3%. But that's the solution we've got for problem 10. And now we move into problems from unit 3, where we'll take a look at discounts, both the trade variety and the cash variety. Problem 11 is a chain discount problem. All right, we've got a manufacturer, he's got a dishwasher, list price is $950, offering chain discounts of 7, 5, and 2. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take each of those individual discounts, and find its complement. So at 7%, be 0.07. Its complement is 1 minus that, would be 0.93. For 5%, 0.95. Again, that complement of 5%. And for 2%, 0.98. And we'll find the effective one-time rate by multiplying those complements together. So it's 0.93 times 0.95 times 0.98. Now be careful here. We do not want to round this. So in all likelihood, you're going to get a fairly lengthy, ugly-looking decimal guy. We got 0.86583. No rounds, please. To find the net price now, we'll take that ugly-looking decimal to 0.865 or 86583. And we're going to multiply it by the original list price, which is $950. And we will find the discounted price. We're going to round that one off to dollars and cents, $822.54. To find the actual amount of the discount, it's simply a subtract problem. We know the original list price was $950. We know we can buy it discounted for $822.54. Subtracting those two tells us the discount amount in purchase will be $127.46. Problem 11 done and in the books. Problem 12, Steve Supply receives a $5,250 invoice dated April 15th. All right, there is a $250 freight charge included in that. Remember, there's no discount on freight. So as we get ready to find out what this guy can do in terms of a discount, got to be careful with that $250. So we got to look at days first. April 15th. If he's going to pay on April 27th, that's 12 days away. All right, so that's day 12. And if you look at the discount terms, we could save 4% if we pay within the first 10. We don't. We paid on day 12, but we do qualify for a 3% markdown because we pay within the first 30 days. So we're going to be able to get a 3% cash discount if we pay on April 27th. So first of all, let's take the $52.50 and take off the $250 to find out the actual merchandise price. In this case, that's $5,000. Remember, no discounts are offered on freight. Again, using that complement idea that we met earlier, if it's 3% off, we're still paying 97%. So we use the complement and simply take 0.97 times 5,000. $4,850 would be the discount amount. And now don't forget, we got to add back in the $250 because we got to pay for our shipping. So if we pay on April 27th, we will pay $5,100 to square that bill. Part B says, what happens if you pay on May 21st? Well, now we've got a problem in that we're going to get past April into May. If you remember, the thing was April 15th was our purchase. And so to get to the end of April, April has 30 days. So from the 15th to the 30th would be 15 more days in April. And we are paying now on May 21st. So the total number of days, 15 plus 21, would be 36. Again, if you look at the terms, Sorry, man, we didn't pay within 10, so we don't qualify for the 4%. Oh, no, we didn't pay within the first 30 either. We paid on day 36, so we will not be eligible for that 3% discount either. We do, however, pay within the 60-day grace period, so we will pay the full price, and the entire payment would be $5,250 if it were paid on May 21st. That wraps both parts of number 12. Let's move into number 13. All right, we got a ski shop receives a $1,200 invoice stated July 8th. The terms are $210, $115, and the net and $60. On July 22nd, we got a partial payment, $485. So first thing we have to ascertain is, are we going to be eligible for a discount if we make that partial payment on July 22nd? Well, the date on the invoice was the 8th. All right, so if we're looking at the difference between 8 and 22, that's 14 days. So we don't qualify for the 2%. We miss on that, but we are within 15 days, so we will qualify for a 1% markdown, all right, based on paying within the first 15 days. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to again get that complement fired up for 1%. So if we don't pay 1%, we pay the other 99%. Now, the part we've got to contend with is, yeah, we're sending $485, but we're also going to be receiving a credit because we're getting that 1% discount. So we'll take the $485, we'll divide by 0.99, and in effect, we find that our account is credited for $489.90 as a result of that $485 payment. So to find the outstanding balance for our account, we will take the original balance, which is $1,200, and we'll subtract off what we get credited as a result of that early payment. That's the $489.90, and we find out that these people still owe $710.10. It's just the difference between the $1,200 and the $489.90. Last one on this page 14. Let's get it on this video. Cal's Computer buys a gaming laptop. Terms are $315, net $30. All right, and August 22nd invoice amounts $1,499. How much will Cal's have to pay? Payments made September 5th. Again, we're out of 1 month and into another. August has 31 months, so that's where the 9 there relative to August comes from. To get out of August would take 9 more months. If we're paying on September 5th, that'd be 5 months into September. That is 14 days. So we are paying within that 15% window, and we will be eligible for a 3% discount. Again, what you see on that payment line is the use of the complement. If we are saving 3%, we are still paying 97%. So we're simply taking 0.97 times the $1,499, and we will send the payment for $1,454.03. And that wraps the video for 2 on this review for midterm exam. I'll be back in a minute with video 3, picking up at problem 15.